And we are live on my channel. Hey guys, welcome to Watch All My Reviews. This is your boy James, where today I'm here to give you my honest review while trying to watch my mouth. It's not going to happen this video, but that's okay. I'm going to live to fight another day. Joining me is my co-host, Mrs. Besh. I'll say what's up to her.
Hello, everybody. I hope you like, share, and subscribe. And thank you for having me to James.
Thank you for being here and riding this wave with me. I appreciate you guys. Please subscribe to Mrs. Best's channel. Any reviews or recaps I don't cover on my channel, it's because we cover it on her channel. We have Love During Lockup. We have 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days and the single life. That is pre-recorded, of course. We just got done with Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. We have Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And, you know, other shows that I may not have mentioned. So please subscribe to our channel if you love those shows. Please subscribe to Keywan J, who's usually up in here. She'll be here shortly. And also please subscribe to Shana_MCD. We appreciate that. Hi, DM Rocks. Thank you for being here. We appreciate you so much. All right, y'all. So this is House of Villains. Now, I did do House of Villains on my channel before. It was one of the first shows. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. It was a show that I dropped because I did not understand the concept of how they were doing this. The first season and second season, I feel like the games were crazy. They didn't have much structure with them. They just wanted to throw a bunch of people in the house that were problematic on the respective shows that they were on and watch them fight, which is fine. But if you're going to have games, make sure that they're structured and easy to understand. So this show has moved to Peacock. And so far, the first game that they played, which we'll explain later, was actually structured really well. And I understood the concept of each individual concept. So, Mrs. Best, how do you feel it now the show moved to Peacock? How do you feel that it's doing? Do you feel that you were impressed the first episode?
So I kept up with House of Villains after we stopped recapping it, but not like to cover, obviously, just to watch. So season 2 actually showed a big improvement as well. It was similar to this season in terms of the games. I think the show is good. I don't know why. I feel like the show kind of competes with Traders. If that makes sense. So I was actually surprised to see that the show's owner sold the show to Peacock, but that was actually smart because I think the reason things looked the way that they did season 1 was likely because of budget. They also have been bringing a better quality of reality stars, like more relevant people compared to like last season. We had that guy from Survivor who won season 1 of Survivor. And it's like, he hasn't been relevant on television in 25 years. Like there was nobody else y'all could bring. So I'm happy to see this cast, and I like House of Villains, so I'm happy.
Awesome. Well, DM Rock said that they have his favorite from Selling Sunset, Christine. We'll talk about her in a moment. And Vibe X said he is a Team Jackie. All right, y'all. So let's go ahead and get an introduction to the cast. So first one up, we have Tom Sandoval. He was from Vanderpump Rules. His villain era was he had a public affair and other poor judgments that I'm not going to speak on unless Mrs. Best wants to speak on them because I did not watch that show.
Oh, I guess that's why I'm here, right?
Yeah.
Let me download Peacock actually for you, friend, because I can add it to my Amazon for $2. I'm like $2.99 is not a lot, and I need to not be.
Anyway,
right. I am a huge VPR fan. Also watch my recaps of The Valley, which is a spinoff of it. Tom Sandoval had a public affair, but that was just his second one that got more notice. He had actually gotten with the girl that he had this scandal, we called it, Ariana. She was the other woman. He was with Kristen when he got with her. So this was not his first affair. That's why James was smart to put other poor judgments. He's just kind of an asshole. He's very selfish, self-centered. He also thinks he can sing, and he can't. He has a band called Tom Sandoval and the Most Extras. The band is actually a really good cover band, but Tom just has this ego that makes him disgustingly easy to dislike, even prior to Sandoval. I hope I covered it well for you.
You did, because I don't know how to make heads or tails with him. So we'll see how he plays the game. It's only the first episode. So after Tom enters the house, next we have Christine Quinn. Now she was on Selling Sunset. This is also somebody I don't know either. I did not watch Selling Sunset, but her villain error is that she called everybody in her cast members sensitive Susans. They didn't get her joke. They didn't get her sarcasm. So everyone's being sensitive.
They were sensitive Susans.
They were sensitive Susans.
Yeah. And she makes Selling Sunset watchable.
I love it. I love it. I love it. So yes. So yeah, pretty
Have you
lady.
considered covering Selling Sunset? I actually think it'd be a show you might be good at.
I I watch it, but it was it's not on my radar. But yes, shout out to Keywan J pulling up. We appreciate it. Next we have recurrent offender of the House of Villains, as that's what I'm going to call her. But you guys know Tiffany New York Pollard from The Flavor of Love, of course. This is her third season on the show. I feel like for me, she has probably a deal with the network to keep appearing, which
Oh
is
yeah.
fun. That's beautiful for her because that means more money. You know, they're given a appearance fee. All of them are given appearance fee, and then whoever wins the show, of course, wins the prize. But they all given a fee, and I feel like she's not going to win. I don't see her winning this season, but I do feel like to some degree she probably is getting equal or probably the same amount as the prize because of her reappearing. So yeah. I couldn't stand Christine at all, but she was a great realtor. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to go and support the show, y'all. I never saw an episode of Selling Sunset. I usually don't watch real estate shows that much. After you've been in it, you'll understand why. But yeah. But yeah. But moving on, but good job, New York. We love when we see reoccurring cast members, especially our color folk. Next one we have Plain Jane. Now, the reason I have two pictures up here is because Plain Jane does do drag, but in his confessionals, he was regular appearing. So I thought that was confusing because I was like, because when I was doing my notes, I said, now who the hell is this? Like, because I was expecting him to be in drag the entire time, but that's a lot of work and effort. But of course, RuPaul's Drag Race, that is another show I do not watch, but he was the strategist. He was basically, to give you guys our flavor of love, people, he's hottie. He's going to talk about your clothes, rally you up, get you all flustered so you can eliminate yourself. Very good strategist. I like people like him. I do. I love people like Plain Jane. How'd you feel about Plain Jane, Mrs. Best?
No shade. Everybody on RuPaul's Drag Race, they all act the same. They all kind of look the same because it's drag. I don't care for the show. I've tried to watch it. I've even been to the little shows they have when they go on tour around the country and stuff, but I don't know. I looked up Plain Jane, but I wasn't impressed with what I saw. But,
okay.
You know, appreciate
Plain Jane
clothes. She can dress.
Does Plain Jane give you the event of a villain based on the shows, or would you say just like everybody else? Okay, that's fair.
The problem with RuPaul's Drag Race and many competition shows is to be a villain. To me, you got to be more than just a strategist. Like on shows like RuPaul's Drag Race, The Challenge, like where we see this cast from, that's how you win, being the strategist. So that doesn't make you a villain. That's playing the game. But I get that they're trying to be inclusive with all the like very popular reality shows that are out. So it does make sense to have someone from RuPaul's Drag Race.
Yeah, I agree. All right. So next we have Paul Abrahamian. He was from Big Brother. That is another show I do not watch. And everyone's telling me I should, but no, if it was not Celebrity Big Brother, I did not watch the regular one. I know, y'all. I know. I do like Paul. I really do. So he's intentionally manipulative as well, like Plain Jane. But I think he does it in a very like almost condescending way because like he looks like he wouldn't fit in with anybody. So, and I haven't seen the episodes yet to see where he's going to fit in, but he just seems odd. But I do like him. I do. I think he's really cool. How do you feel about Paul?
I like Paul. I don't mind Paul. I didn't care for him too much on Big Brother, but I don't have an issue with him. I feel like they put him here just for like a just to have someone different. I know Paul Antyson. Shout out to all of my CBS lovers. We are obsessed. Shout out to Survivor 50. The challenge is coming back, season 46 now. I'm I'm a huge Big Brother, Survivor, The Challenge fan, which is all the same network. So I'm just happy to see somebody from Big Brother. But based on how Big Brother is played, I think he'll do well.
Okay. All right. Very good. So next we have Tyson Apostle. Now, y'all gonna kill me, but y'all better have some pretty, roses at my funeral. I also do not watch Survivor. So, yes. Um Tyson is one of those people that he is willing to do whatever to win. He is a four-time Survivor contestant and he has won the show once. And usually I feel like people who were on Survivor are good mentalists. So I feel that he's definitely going to do well. So we're going to get more into Tyson later on, but Mrs. Best already spoke about, her love for Survivor. How do you feel Tyson will do?
I love to see Tyson on television, and Tyson, I remember him on Marriage Boot Camp, not wanting to marry that girl and because of money. And now it looks like because they got all the kids now it looks like he's just doing reality shows when he can to get money. I've seen him. I feel like he was on House of Villains season 1, but I can't remember.
I don't remember him on House of Villains.
I don't know, but Tyson.
I do remember him from Marriage Boot Camp, though. Now that you say it, that's where I remember him from as well. Yeah.
Yeah, he's done a lot of like shows similar to House of Villains, Traders type shows since then. But I'm always happy to see him. I wish Tyson was on Survivor 50. No shade, but my true Survivor fans may feel me on this. There's not enough old school era Survivor players on it. Like Tyson, there's too many of these new era players that don't even have to stay out there for as many days and are stuck on that same Fijian island. But I'm happy to see Tyson here. I think he'll do well.
All right. Well, very good. Okay. I like Tyson as well. So hopefully, he gets very far in the game. Next, we have Miss Jackie Christie from Basketball Wives. Everybody on my channel, Mrs. Best channel, should know exactly who this is because we do cover Basketball Wives, and I do any type of behind the scenes tea that revolves around Basketball Wives. So I've talked about Jackie Christie plenty on my channel. We already know what her villain trait is. She is the antagonist. And when you're an antagonist, trust me, if it works in your favor, you can be very successful, or it can also be your downfall because people may get smart and vote you out. So I actually don't see Jackie getting very far. Just because I think she blows up Rose Bar.
I agree with that. Jackie's too. I mean, based on how this episode was, the emotion she had on her face toward the end of it. Jackie's neurotically competitive. People like that don't generally win. So that's what I'll say.
I 100% agree. But yes, but happy to see Jackie back on our screen some capacity now that Basketball Wives is officially canceled. So now we're going to move on to Ashley Millionaire Mitchell. I do watch The Challenge. I finally got a show other than Basketball Wives. Yes, The Challenge. Yes, she is from The Challenge. Now, Ashley was the one that took the money and ran and threw everybody under the bus, and I don't blame her for it. I'm sorry. That's $1 million, y'all. Sorry, not sorry. And she's not really, to me, in my opinion, she wasn't really well received by them anyway. So I wasn't mad at her. I just wasn't. Mrs. Best, how do you feel about Ashley?
I'm a Challenge fan. I enjoy Ashley. The Challenge likes to make Ashley into a villain, but she don't come for people unless they come for her first.
Exactly.
And she had every right to take that money from Hunter. He talked, as she said, he talked about her family. He did her dirty. He has screwed her over throughout the game, slut shamed her. He did her all sorts of dirty that season. So I'm not mad at it. She's also highly competitive, but fun to watch. So she definitely aligns with villain and should be here.
Oh, absolutely. She definitely should be here because, technically what she did is kind of messed up in the grand scheme of things of the network. But for her personally, no, I would have took the money too. Sorry.
She also got banned from The Challenge temporarily. I don't even think the money thing makes her the villain because I kind of understood that. And Johnny Bananas stole money. Nobody said nothing about it. But Ashley took a hiatus, temporary pause from MTV's The Challenge for allegedly calling out Josh from Big Brother, who was on The Challenge, who liked to argue with women, who we all think is gay, but he won't come out the closet. She allegedly had mentioned that to him in an argument and was put out the show for years, which I don't think was fair. So I'm honestly happy to see her on TV because Josh, ain't no straight man moving like you. I said what I said.
Yes, I feel she's gonna do well as well. I think, yeah, they definitely got some good contenders, but she's definitely gonna do well. I see her strategy, definitely. So next we have Johnny Middlebrooks from Love Island. Now his villain repertoire is he's the player. He likes, to get around. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Now, here's the thing, y'all. He is definitely on James's radar because y'all know I'm a dimple guy. I only date men with dimples. Sorry, not sorry. That is my thing. He definitely could get my number. Just saying. Without pause. Now his ways, he gonna get cussed out. As far
He
as
look
like
like he could be your brother. That's what you attracted to?
he does not look
He
like
looked
he could
like
be my
he could be a
brother.
distant relative, like a
No, he
brother
does
or a
not.
cousin
No,
to
he does
you.
not. No, he does
Yes,
not.
he
Cut that out.
does.
No, he does
He
not. Cut that
does.
out. No, he
Me and
does not.
Josiah said that watching the episode. We said, there go James' cousin. The whole time he looked a little bit like you. He
No, he
did
does
say that.
not.
He
Don't put the
do.
don't
He
put that in my
does. Ain't
head.
nothing wrong
No,
with
he
it.
does. No, it is something wrong with
Thank you,
that.
Mrs.
Yes.
Best, for the compliment. That is the statement. But he does look like y'all could be related or got the
That is
same.
not a compliment.
Why?
I'm over talking about how fine this man is and how I give my number and then here you go talking about he looked just like me.
That's what I would see. If you were to date somebody that
In
looked like you,
the
I would be like,
comments,
wow.
in
Because
the
they say when
comment
people in love, you
section,
start to look like your spouse.
that's not what you said. In
No,
the
I said
comment
they
section,
say.
people, do you agree with Mrs. Best? Does this man look like me? Please say yes or no. He looks like you, James, or no, he does not look like you, James. Mrs. Best is tripping. Because no, because she is tripping with that one. I'm
Johnny
sorry. He does.
did do a challenge. He was on that season with the girl with the curly hair.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, I cannot remember her name, but she got really far. I think Michelle was on that season. He did do the challenge.
Yeah.
Anybody who did the challenge will do well, in my opinion,
Mhm.
in House of Villains because it involves the challenges, the being active, doing puzzles, being manipulative, the social. I feel like Survivor and challenge players have this in the bag.
No, he get distracted too easily with them girls up in that house and just ready to, just to have at it. I don't think he young and single. That's what you do, y'all. I'm not
He
mad
did
at
on
him.
every show he goes to.
Every show he go to, he finds
Finds a little
somebody. Yeah,
tenderoni.
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I heard when you go on Love Island, you get a whole lot of opportunities. So I'm not mad at him at all. Now, do I think he will do far? You know what's funny is I actually think he's gonna win. That's my opinion because he does as much as he is an attraction, he also is under the radar a lot, like Tanisha was. And y'all know Tanisha kind of just skated on by, and then at the end, bloop, she the winner. He gives me that vibe. So I'm gonna put it on Johnny, and there's somebody else that I'm going to put it on. I just can't think of who it was, and I'll get to that in the middle when I'm discussing the episode. But Johnny comes into the house. That's handsome guy though. Next, we have Kate Chastain. This is my girl, y'all. Below Deck Traders. That's what she's known for. And she actually said this herself. Her villain repertoire is that she's the bitch. Literally her words. And here's the thing with Kate Chastain, y'all. She's just direct. That's just all that it is. She's direct, and it does sometimes come off as rude, but she just does. She one of them white ladies that don't care. I love to see it. I do. But you know what was funny? I used to get her confused with the girl in The Help because they have the same last name. So I used to get her confused with her all the time. And I don't know why, because they don't look alike, but I used to get her confused. But Mrs. Best, how do you feel about Kate Chastain? Do you think she will do well? And do you agree with her villain, ego that she has?
I don't really watch Below Deck like that regularly. I only watch it when there's nothing else to watch and my TV is on Bravo. I've seen this lady before. She makes like little snide remarks and stuff, but I don't really have much to add on her. She aligns with being a villain. And I think what you
Mhm.
wrote there is just that, a bitch.
Yes. So, last but not least, we have Mrs. Drita Devanzo. She is from Mobwise. Her villain era, she is the mobster, aka the ass kicking one. Drita, like Jackie Christie said, she was beating up Karens before that was even a thing. She was definitely ahead of her time. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I have a love hate with Drita. I do. I love her. I loved her in the beginning of Mob Wives. When Carla left, and then when Carla came back, Drita was acting funny, and I just couldn't really put my finger on it, and then just kind of continue from there. So I do think that I would give her a villain title. I definitely would, but for me, we'll see how she does. I don't think she'll get far either because, like Jackie Christie, she's also somebody who I feel like competition is not really her thing. How do you feel Drita will do on the challenge? Uh-oh.
Sorry, my husband had called. Drita, I don't know how Drita will do on shows like this. I watched her in some other game show with New York years and years ago. Drita can get with it when necessary. I mean, hell, they didn't even have a bed for her, and she was like, "I'll sleep on the couch. I'll sleep on the couch." You know, so I feel like she'll do okay. But I don't know that she'll win.
I don't
But it's
think she'll
nice to see her back on TV. I am curious, Drita, why did you agree to House of Villains and several other shows, but not to the Mob Wives reboot?
win. Oh.
I want you to tell us. That's the interview we want. Somebody interview her.
Yeah, it's surprising that she hasn't gone any interviews after that news came out. But y'all know, so Drita is the 11th person. Now, if you guys are familiar with this game, they usually only select 10 people to be in the competition. So Drita makes number 11. So Drita realizes she doesn't have a bed. She said, "Hey, who the fuck shit is this motherfucker? Wait a minute, why all this shit here? God, it's like motherfucker, all these motherfuckers think I'm crazy. They ain't got no fucking bed for me." I said, "Drita, you ain't been in this house for 30 minutes and you already going off. Y'all, I'm telling you, that's the villain." So someone puts it out there. I don't remember who said it, but maybe someone's like, well, maybe somebody's going home tonight. That's probably why there's only 10 beds. And they're like, oh, so everyone's getting settled in. And then all of a sudden, the voice comes up on the PA system, and it's our host, Joel McHale. And he pretty much tells everyone, you need to go out to the backyard. So everyone goes out to the backyard, and there's this lever underneath this, reveal present. And the lever has a ticker on there where it has 10 minutes, and they have to pull the lever, but everyone's scared to pull it. So our boy Tyson was like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna pull it because what the hell's gonna happen? I either go home or I'm gonna stay, but it is gonna get pulled." So he pulls it, and nothing really happens. So it then tells them to go outside where they are going to be reunited with Joel. And he actually rides in with Johnny Bananas, which was funny as hell. I said, not them on this Vespa riding a bit here. And this is where Joel reveals to them that they're not on Peacock, so the budget is more, and they're actually going to get paid. So the budget prize, I believe, was it always 200,000, Mrs. Best, or was it just 100,000? I don't remember what the actual prize was first season and second season. I think it was 200,000. But with the budget being better, they're able to, get better games, better producing. They still have some of their old camera crew here. And so he tells them who pulled the lever. And Tyson raises his hand. He goes, "Okay, well, Tyson, you're going to go home." And everyone was like, "Wait, what?" No, especially New York. She was getting all emotional. She goes, "No, why?" And he was like, "No, I'm just kidding. You're not going home. But what is going to happen is you actually going to get a super suite." And they were all like, "Oh." So they all go back in the house, and he reveals the super suite. And it was just this little, very small room with a private bathroom. So I guess for privacy reasons, this is why this would be a better fit. So, Mrs. Best, were you like unimpressed when you saw that the room was just this very small room? It wasn't extravagant at all, but it said super sweet.
No, they do stuff like that on this show. So I wasn't surprised that they have like this dry humor to the show, which I love. So it didn't surprise me.
Yeah, it surprised me. I was actually like, wait, y'all could at least gave him the master bedroom. Like, come on, like y'all didn't have to do this man like this. But everyone's like unimpressed by it. It was like, oh, we thought you was getting something. So Tom Sandoval was kind of pacing because he has a new girlfriend. Everything's about this new girlfriend. He don't want a room with no women because he don't want to impose anything. And it was like, oh, you afraid you're gonna cheat again, ain't you? Because if you got self-control, what does that matter? So he pretty much was talking to Tyson. He was like, "Hey, like, you know, I understand you got the private room or anything. I really don't want to, room with a girl because I have a girlfriend. Like, are you still like maybe interested in maybe still rooming with me and just giving the room to somebody else. And Tyson's like, no, I don't have a problem with that. So they call Plain Jane in and they ask Plain Jane, hey, would you like to have this room? Because it's private, and Plain Jane does do drag and body parts, there's women, all this, And he goes, no, I would love to have the room, but because Tyson is the super villain and he's safe from elimination, he doesn't want to be put up for elimination. And he goes, I got you. I said, look at Plain Jane working the system, being a strategic strategist. You just lucky it worked out in your favor because that was probably going to be beyond his control. But that was pretty much it. So, Mrs. Best, were you surprised that Tyson gave up the room to Plain Jane? Or do you feel like that should have been something he did for someone else? Maybe like Drita?
No. I think that made sense. Plain Jane, it seems like it was more so to keep peace in the house, which is a strategy as it relates to getting far in the game. So I see what Tyson was doing, but that's why I love Survivor and the challenge players and Big Brother, they're thinking long game. So it's like a little temporary sacrifice. Plus, Tom Sandoval's on here trying to act like the most faithful man in the world because he lost his restaurant, his house. He lost a lot from cheating on his girlfriend. That wasn't even his wife. And that man lost everything. So he wants to be in a room with the man so that his girlfriend don't think nothing of it. And then Tyson, he's married, so it don't hurt him to stay there. It's also easier to just room with who you room with and probably passes the time if you have a roommate. So I saw what Tyson was doing. I would have done the same thing. I don't want to be in no small ass room alone.
Yeah, I agree. Absolutely. So we then move on to their first official challenge. Everyone gets dressed up, office attire, and they go into an office. And basically, how they have it set up is that there's going to be split into teams of 2, and each team member is going to have a placement challenge. So the teams are split up. So we have New York. Hold on, I need to look at these people real quick. Paul. We had Kate. So it's New York, Kate, Paul, Jackie, and who was the last person that I'm missing here? Christine. Okay, so Christine. So we have those 5 on one team. And then on the other team, we have Plain Jane. Tyson didn't play. Tyson got to sit this one out. Ashley, Johnny, Drita. And who am I missing? Oh, and Tom Sandoval, of course. The problem. But they're on another team. So basically, the first task is one person has to find $100 bill in a sequence of all $1 bills. So New York and Tom Sandoval do that challenge. And then the next challenge we have is they're going to eat cake. So we have Plain Jane and Paul. They do that challenge. Then the third challenge is they have to break a whole bunch of office equipment to find Joel's face to destroy the picture. So both Jackie and Johnny do this challenge. And then the fourth challenge is they have to have a tear that basically spreads some eye coloring on their face. So a tear basically spreads, which was kind of a weird challenge, but I saw the concept of it. So Drita and also our girl, what is her name? I gotta learn these names. I'm sorry. Some of these people are very new to me. Christine. So Christine, they do that one. And then the last one, we had Ashley. And then who's the last person to do? Oh, it's Kate. So Kate, they had to do the puzzle at the end. So they start off, New York is struggling. She like, I see the $100 bill, but I just can't get to it. And by this time, Tom had found it, and they already then got their challenges. And Plain Jane is eating that cake all up. And then Paul was like, come on, New York, you can do this, you can do this. So finally, after they get to their third sequence, which was Drita's turn, Drita's trying to pull up a tear, they finally get it to where they're going to eat the cake. Y'all, all these challenges were crazy. So Mrs. Best, out of finding the $100 bill, eating the cake, destroying the office equipment, the tear, the crying of the tear, and then putting together the puzzle, which one would you want to be placed at if you were playing this game?
The puzzle or the tears?
See, for me, it would have been the $100 bill or the tear. Because I think I could cry on cue very easily. So, yeah. So, based on where everybody was placed in this game, Jackie and who is it? Shit. Johnny were placed in the destroying things. Now, I felt Johnny was right where he needed to be, but Jackie, I don't feel like was where she needed to be because Jackie was struggling. Jackie couldn't even find the picture. She was just taking her time. She wasn't throwing things hard enough to break anything, and that slowed the team down a lot. So as Johnny finds a picture, Drita cries, and Ashley's putting together the puzzle. Jackie was taking forever. Everyone's like, come on, Jackie, come on, Jackie. And she goes, I don't see it. Jackie also wasn't looking either. So it was like, Jackie, come on. Like, this is why I feel like she would not be good because she gets flustered too easily. It wasn't working out. She really wasn't looking. So after they're halfway done putting together the puzzle, Jackie finally finds the picture. So she finds the picture, and then our girl Christine, she talking about I can cry. So she puts her jacket over her head, trying to fuss up a tear, and they struggle even more. So it was like squeeze out a tear. And even though Ashley is struggling to put this puzzle together, she still gets pretty far. So she's still not getting a tear. So once Ashley figures out the puzzle, then they win and they're still stuck. So they didn't even get to their last assignment. So the first team ended up winning the challenge, and that makes them safe from elimination. So now Christine, New York, Paul, Kate, and who was the fifth person? Sorry, all these people started to look alike. So I'm sorry. Let me see. Jackie Christie. They're up. They're pretty much on the chopping block for elimination. But since Tyson was the original winner of the first challenge, he gets to choose two people to take out just on a little outing. So he chooses Plain Jane and Paul. Mrs. Best, were you surprised by him picking those two people?
No. I knew that one of them would end up getting nominated. It's always smart to pick someone that you're going to put up. Secondly, Plain Jane is on a show, again, that is solely about it's competitive, but it doesn't have to be strategy. And Plain Jane leads into that. So I feel like Tyson is smart and is paying attention. So he did good.
Okay, absolutely. Thank you guys for upping up my numbers here. Make sure everyone likes the video, subscribe to the channel. We'll see you tomorrow, Keywan. Make sure you guys subscribe to Mrs. Best channel and make sure that you guys catch us live tomorrow where we're going to go over one of our favorite shows to do together, the three of us, which is Love During Lockup. Y'all know that's one of my favorite shows to review because it is so much fun. So subscribe to Mrs. Best channel if you guys want to catch that tomorrow. So they go roller skating and everyone's, either struggling or has not done roller skating before. So they talk and Tyson immediately tells Paul, he goes, hey, I'm going to put you up because I think it would be strange me being a man putting up three women. And Paul was like, yeah, I understand that. No problem. No problem. Now, for me, y'all, I'm going to be honest with you. I think that that's ridiculous because this is a competition. And with it being a competition, him putting up three ladies or him putting up three men or two ladies and one man, it doesn't matter because you guys are all all trying to win one prize. So it shouldn't really matter who he puts up. So I did not see the logical thinking of if he puts up three women, that's going to put a target on his back or however that would go. It was like, well, first off, that's how the team diversed itself. It wasn't like you chose who goes on what team.
I think that's because, sorry, I had a call. I think that's because in shows like Survivor, especially Survivor, that's very common. Like, even though you don't have control of how the teams are broken up, alliances can still form based on how they're broken up. And on Survivor, a lot of times stuff ends up men versus women. There's been themes and seasons of Survivor dedicated to stuff like that. And the same thing happens on the challenge a lot. And that's the one thing that could be something that holds back players that come from shows like The Challenge and Survivor is they can overthink. Like I get that y'all are trying to think of alliances and stuff, but it's like you just got there, Tyson. You just got there. But I
Right.
did understand why he did that. And honestly, the way women are, they would have felt the way. So I agree with the
Mm.
decision.
Okay. I was sitting there like puzzled. I was like, well, wait. I mean, it wasn't like you designed the team. So, I mean, it was just one guy. It's like, come on. It is what it is. But so Paul went back home feeling away. He's talking with the people and everything, and everyone's doing, their repertoire of ass kissing to see who he's putting up and everything. And, that's how House of Villains usually works. So I'm just gonna go ahead and skip over to the ending. So we have, our elimination rounds. How it's designed is that there are three people that are up. And what's going to end up happening is once you nominate the three contestants have a chance to basically redeem themselves to be safe from elimination, and then the other two face it. So Tyson picks his three people. He picks Jackie, not Jack. Hold on, yeah, he did pick Jackie, but he picked Paul first, which Paul already knew that this was going to happen. So he, just took it in stride. He didn't say anything. He, just let him know he respects his decision. Christine was the other person that he picked up. Christine's like, "You fucked up now. You did it," and she went on and on and on. She goes, "You fucked me without putting any lubrication on," and it was like, why do we need that imagery, ma'am? What the fuck are you even talking about? The fact that they let her go on and on and on like this, I get they need to have their moment and ratings for the show. Not everyone should be, just accepting that they're going to be on the chopping block. But she just went on and it got on my nerves. Mrs. Best, how did you feel about watching her just go on and on like that?
I laughed. I thought it was funny. I love it. The show is surrounded and narrated in dark humor. So that's why they let it just go on and on and on. And I think that's why they choose the people that they chose for this show who are so over the top. You're like, ah. So I just chuckled. I thought it was funny.
Yes. And last he picked Jackie Christie. And Jackie Christie said, "Oh no, you done fucked up now. Oh no. See, yeah, you done fucked up. See, you don't know who I am. I'm Jackie Marie Christie up in here. You gonna know who the fuck I am. You gonna know who you fucking with now. Oh yeah." And I'm just looking at Jackie like, girl, this is not Basketball Wives. What the fuck are you doing? What other choice did he have? He's not sitting in New York home because I'm pretty sure the network is protecting her. That's why she didn't go up first. And then it wouldn't have made sense for him to put up the other old girl because it was like he does not have a rapport. So Jackie is mad. Jackie is pissed. She is going off. And they decided at this moment, this is where they were going to cut the episode off. So now we get to watch episode 2 to see how Jackie is going to confront this man. And if I know Jackie the way I know Jackie, Jackie is going to guilt trip him and make him feel like she was, his friend in the house and that he comes to her she comes with all this love and he just ruined all of that. And I'm like, Jackie, you don't know this man. I know that's how she's going to come. But how did you feel about Jackie's response to her being on the chopping block?
This is exactly why I don't think she's gonna win. Why? It was just funny. Her response and then her standing up there just looking like she's gonna cry. I love it because it shows me that Jackie Christie is neurotic and who she was on Basketball Wives outside of that, and I'm here for it. I hope that Jackie continues doing shows like this where we can get the neurotic side of her without the toxicity that is her family. But I was laughing at Jackie. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I was laughing my ass off.
It was like, Jackie, come on. But that's it, y'all. So I'm going to ask everyone in the chat. We're going to do a pre-prediction now. So there's 2 questions. Who do you think out of those 3 is going to get eliminated first, Mrs. Best? You're muted, by the way.
Whoops. I'm kind of feeling like it's gonna be Jackie or Paul.
Okay. I can kind of see your point with that one. All right. See, me, I was leaning more to Christine. I feel like Christine is going to get eliminated for some reason. I don't feel like Jackie's going to be the first to go. Because to me, if I'm looking at it from a network standpoint, to have Drita, New York, and Jackie in the house, I feel like it would make sense to keep them there just for a little bit longer, you know. But all right. And do you have an idea who may win the show? Or is it too early for you to tell?
I think it's way too early to tell. Everybody here is really smart and they're all kind of strategists. So I don't know who will win. I feel like anybody could take it. The only person I feel like will not win is New York. And I feel like she will not win because she has signed some sort of a contract with Peacock or the House of Villains production that says she's there more so because she's great TV. Because honestly, without her, who would watch? But I'll say I think it could be anybody other than New York. I also don't feel like Tom Sandoval will be able to win. So New York and Tom Sandoval I'll take out of the list, but everyone else I think it's fair game. I love them all.
Okay. I agree with you because I don't feel Tom Sandoval is going to win either. I feel like him in New York is just kind of just there. I do think, as I said, I'm going to keep it on Johnny and also I'm going to keep it on Ashley. I feel like those two give me, I feel like, here's the thing. I feel like Ashley is obnoxious enough to where I don't feel like she's going to get on the bad side of anybody, but she plays a challenge game that is similar to this. So I feel like she already has like a preemptive of this already. And I feel like with Johnny, it's the Tanisha factor. The fact that he goes under the radar a lot, I don't feel like he's going to get seen, especially in eliminations, especially in game strategies. I feel like he's going to go under the radar just like Tanisha, because Tanisha winning to me was the biggest haha I've ever seen in my life. Because I completely forgot about her. I did. I completely forgot about Tanisha and the fact that she won the first season. It was like, okay, people fall under the radar. You don't get seen much. You keep your alliances quiet and strong. You'll win. That's how I look at it. So my money's on Johnny or Ashley. That's how I'm gonna look at it. So we'll see what happens, y'all. I will be holding on to this because it seems like once again the games are a little bit more organized. They're a lot more, with it this season, like they were in season 2. So I'm gonna keep this, but this was fun. So now we're gonna head over to it was. It was. Absolutely. That's why I say you keep your alliances tight. And I'm surprised he didn't, I guess because he really didn't need the money. He just wanted to be on TV. Because Johnny Bananas is calculated. Like, if you ever watched the challenge, he's something else. So I'm surprised he didn't blow up her spot, but she won, y'all, under that radar, I tell you. But yeah, we're gonna go over to our collab channel now. We have put together a nice show for you guys. We're going to talk about single relationships and marriages. We're going to give you guys a full-on show, give you guys our best opinions. These are actually real life stories, so we don't know if these people will ever watch us, but we are going to give just our honest opinion on how they should handle, the situation. So that's going to be a fun live. Thank you, Mrs. Best, for being here, and I will see you on our collab channel. Thank you, guys. Like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Shout out to my replay gang. Like the video, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye now.